It's funny, man. I've never been good at following rules. Like, I remember back in school, I used to get in trouble all the time. There was this one time we were on the bus headed home from grade school, and they literally had to turn the bus around because me and my buddy were acting like old men. We wouldn't stay seated. We were walking up and down the aisle, throwing our backpacks around. They took everybody back to the school just to drop us off at detention. I barely lasted a year at my corporate job as I hated all the little, rules and regulations. But that being said, I do have a set of rules that I've created for myself that have been absolutely instrumental in changing my life. This is probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but I think it is absolutely absurd when you let your identity be dictated by a group of people like, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, or you see, five finance bros walking down the street all wearing the same lame outfit, the same lame button-down shirt on. They all like the same food, date the same looking girl, golf is their only hobby. Or you got hipsters who are trying to react against the mainstream and all be as different as possible, yet they look the same. The old school clothes, the hats, the glasses, the tattoos. I got tattoos. And look, this is simple human nature to want to fit in with a group because it makes you feel wanted and supported, but really we do it from a place of weakness because it's safer and it's easier than trying to find our own path. And that's rule one, stop living other people's life. And the easiest way to implement this rule is whenever you're facing a decision, take a step back and ask yourself, what is the cool thing to do here that other people expect me to do? And then once you're aware of that, you can ask yourself, is that really what I want to do? Is that the best decision for me? Maybe you've been considering taking an alternate career path and you keep putting it off. And if you think about it, it might be because it's not the cool thing to do and no longer are you gonna fit in with that group of friends. Y'all know I grew up in Boston and for years I wanted to leave Boston, but I didn't because my OG friends were there, my family was there at the time. And thank God I finally pulled the trigger and came to Texas because that's what really cemented this rule for me and set me on my own path. And I also apply this same rule to my beliefs. When a new political issue arises, I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm against that because the Republicans are against that or the Democrats are against that. I'm gonna stand on my own fucking 2 feet and say, what makes sense in this situation? Not everything has to fit into this perfect little box. Growing up, I was really into building computers in high school. I was also really into paintballing. And I remember I was part of these online forums. And from time to time, I would get pissed off, like blood boiling when I disagreed with someone on the forum. And they thought like this water cooling system was better than that one. Like I'd literally be there like refreshing the browser, like let's see what this bitch is gonna say next. Or I remember in college, there was some people that I legitimately hated that went to my school. Why? Because they were successful with girls and I wasn't. And I thought that's not fair. Fuck that guy. The harsh truth that took me years to come to terms with is that there is 0 point in ever being angry or mad or hating someone else. Because think about it, in that moment, when I'm in that state of mind, like physiologically, I feel worse. My chest is tight, my heart rate's up, I start having these obsessive thoughts. And during that time, what did that accomplish? What was the benefit? There's no benefit. This guy literally lived rent-free in my head while I was angry and I got nothing out of it. And that's rule number 2. I will literally never be mad at someone else again my entire life. And I've realized that there's 3 reasons that we usually get mad with other people. The first one is that you have toxic people in your life. Like right now, there's genuinely no one in my life that routinely makes me anxious or mad or upset because if there was, I would no longer have that person in my life. Second reason we get angry at other people is because they genuinely did something to insult us or to harm us. So maybe that's someone who left a nasty comment on one of my videos, or I'm at the bar and some guy's being a dick, like throwing his elbow as he walks by. What I've realized is that people who are doing this to other people randomly are people who are very, very sad and they're in a really bad part in their life. And what they're doing is they're trying to do something to instigate someone else because that makes them feel important and powerful. And I genuinely pity people. Like I genuinely pity haters in the comments or guys at the bars looking to pick fights. Like that's the most important thing they can do with their time. And the third reason, this is what I'm working on, is when I'm having a bad day and I'm angry at myself or I'm angry at a situation and then Julius is trying to talk to me or my mom calls me or one of my friends is trying to hang out with me, I can be a dick. And it's because I'm mad at myself and I start to take it out on other people. That's what we naturally do. And in those situations, I'm trying to get better at catching myself and being like, bro, it's on me. Like I gotta figure this shit out. Leave everybody else out of it. No, you gotta be shitting me, bro. I didn't see the power lines above and it's crashed. It's making this clicking noise. I think What is this, man? I think it's drone number 14 in the books. Clearly gotta work on my pilot skills out here. Luckily for me, today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. In case you're not familiar, Skillshare is basically this massive online learning platform with thousands of inspiring classes for people who love to level up their lives but hate crashing drones. No, but for real, they got classes in every area you can think of, from marketing and business to videography and photography. It's the perfect place to learn a new skill, to pivot your career, or to level up a skill you already have. For example, I know a lot of y'all are aspiring YouTubers, and that's why I'd highly recommend you check out this new course from Marquez Brownlee, YouTube Success, Script, Shoot, and Edit with MKBHD. He is a top-tier YouTuber, and this course is gonna help you fast-track your success and avoid a lot of pitfalls. And the best part is it's completely ad-free, so you can stay in the zone, and they're adding new premium classes every single week so you can keep leveling up. And because they're sponsoring today's video, you know that they're hooking it up. The first 1,000 of my subscribers who click that first link down in the description are going to get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. There's literally nothing to lose. Click that link, level up your life. Gains, bro. Workout complete. That was one of the best workouts I've had the past couple of months, and I think what it comes down to, unfortunately, is y'all know I recently switched to the Arnold split. So I ran through 3 months on that, 1 cycle on that, and honestly, I switched back as of last workout to the push-pull legs full body split right there in the Beastly app, of course. Something about this program, I love it. So you've probably heard of the power of compounding, and usually this applies to investing. You put 100 in the stock market. If you get a 10% return, you now have $110, and if you get 10 more percent, it's gonna be greater than the first 10%, because as your money grows, the percent return also grows. Like, that's how people get rich. They keep investing each year, and before you know it, you have enough invested that 10% is a very large amount. And I've realized this also applies to my personal growth, meaning that if every day I'm attempting to get just 1% better in my business, or my fitness, or my money, or my confidence, like, that stacks up big over time. And a lot of times we delude ourselves into thinking that we're stagnating, because on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, it usually feels like we're not making much progress, or we're hitting our head against the wall and we're plateauing. Like, I've been at this for years, bro. I'm 32 years old. I started this deliberate path of self-improvement when I was 23 or 24. And even though you could ask me on any given day, do you feel like you've made some crazy progress this week or this month? And I'd be like, no, doesn't really feel like it. But I know for a fact, whenever I look back 6 months, I'm always astounded at how much progress I've made. I'm always like, I can't believe I'm where I'm at. And that's rule number 3. I made the commitment to myself that no matter how bad things are going, it doesn't matter if we dropped an Edge collection that completely missed and we're losing money on it. I just lost a bunch of money on an investment. I had an awful, situation with an employee, or I broke a bone. I can't work out. No matter how bad things seem, I am committed to trusting in the power of compounding over time, so I will never fucking give up. I'll never even think about giving up, because I know even if I just make a little 1% increase this week, over the next 6 months, over the next year, that is gonna lead to some insane gains. You spot a cute girl at the gym you want to talk to, and immediately what goes into your head? Like, all the reasons why it's not gonna work. Look, that guy over there is way more jacked than I am. Why would she ever talk to me? When I wanted to get on YouTube, I thought, this isn't gonna work, man. Why would anyone follow me? There's so many other good creators out there. When I wanted to start the supplement brand we're about to launch, at first I was like, what's the point? Because there's so many other supplement brands out there. Why would someone choose my brand? And this is human nature to immediately think of why things aren't gonna work for us. And it seems negative, but it's actually very like a useful thing. It's a survival instinct, because we're stress testing the idea and thinking of legitimate reasons why, hey, this might not work. The problem is that we have a weak ass inner bitch whose first instinct is just to be like, yep, you're right, there's a reason it's not gonna work. It's not even worth trying, right? That's how I lived for years, and that's why people never step out of their shell. And that is why I made rule 4 for myself. Listen to these reasons, but use them as a stepping stone. Use them to guide me forward. Like, all these things you're thinking of, it's great feedback. Okay, so that guy at the gym, yeah, he's more jacked than me, but maybe he's not even gonna approach her. So if I just approach her, that already puts me a greater chance of hooking up with this girl than this guy who's not gonna talk to her. Okay, yeah, I'm not really comfortable on camera to make YouTube videos. So how do I get comfortable on camera? Well, I guess I should just start making videos and not have big expectations at first, and see how my confidence on camera develops. Oh man, another supplement brand. What could we do? How's that gonna? Why would people buy my brand? Okay, well, let's think of legitimate reasons that would differentiate this brand from other brands to make it an obvious choice for people. Not for everybody, but for the people in our target demographic. I call this reverse engineering my inner bitch. So next time you hear that little voice in your head telling you that this isn't gonna work for me, bro, I'm not good enough to do this, it's not gonna work, listen to that voice. I'm not telling you to ignore it. Listen to that voice and then come up with a plan that overcomes the objection that voice is saying. And that's how you get the confidence to start taking a step outside of your comfort zone and doing it in an intelligent way that accounts for these potential risks. Another one. Another pizza homemade by Julia and David. Mine is David, really. We got this new Pillsbury pizza crust. This is the perfect combination. You still gotta bake it, but you don't gotta try and waste your time rolling it out.
Let me guess. 9 out of 10.
So you got 8.9 out of 10. So when I first had some employees working for me full time, I remember once they came back like 20 minutes after their lunch break was supposed to end. And in my head, I was a little bit annoyed, but I was like, whatever, it's already over. Not a big deal. It's just one day. It's a similar thing that if a girl shows up like 10 or 15 minutes late for a date on the first date, you're like, well, like, it's already happened. If I make a big deal about it now, it's just gonna be kind of awkward. I don't even know if there's gonna be a second date yet. We want to push these things off because it doesn't feel like a big deal, but at the same time, we take a mental note in our head and we're already a little bit annoyed and we're almost like precipitating, when's this person gonna do this shit again? And that's why Rule 5, I think, might be the most important rule of them all, and that is to always address it. Whenever there's something you're thinking, maybe I should say something about this, say something every single time. Because what I've realized is, first of all, this is just like practice. It makes you a more assertive person so that when there is something serious, you don't hesitate to bring it up. But also, it allows you to calmly address things. It's not looking for a confrontation each time. It's just being able to calmly address it in that moment. Hey, not a big deal, but technically your lunch break ended 20 minutes ago. Not sure if you got held up for one reason or another today. It's just important that going forward we stick to that. And I know maybe you had a busy day today. That being said, I have been here for like 10-15 minutes waiting for you. Not a big deal, not a problem, but going forward, can you make an effort to be on time? And this way, everybody has clear expectations personally and professionally, and it's made my life a whole lot easier. And also, it makes it very rare that you ever have to have a bigger confrontation, because you're always sorting things out before they become a big deal. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the night watching our new favorite show, Elite. It's like a Spanish show, a little bit soap opera-y, but it's
it's good.
It's addicting.
I'm learning my Espanol.
And she's gonna need it. That being said, we're gonna wrap this video up right here. I want to give a big thank you to everyone who picked up something on Monday's Edge Drop. The premium short sleeve Henleys, as well as the tech backpack, came through as the best sellers. Should still be some stock left in most items. If you didn't check it out on Monday, check it out. If you made it to the end of this video, smash that thumbs up button, bro. I appreciate you, and I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.